Yo people, welcome back to the channel. So Canelo Alvarez forces Billy Joe Saunders to retire on his stool after landing a brutal uppercut to the right side of Billy Joe Saunders' face, leaving him with a quadripod fracture. And let me just throw back to this clip of Billy Joe Saunders criticizing Daniel Dubois for quitting against Joe Joyce.
Again, it can come again, but last night I was very... I was not shocked, but you know, you don't. Fighters go out on that. You get in that ring. People know what it's like to walk in that ring, and you know who fights and know what it takes to get inside them ropes. So I'm never going to criticise a man if he was seriously injured or whatever has he done. But you know, get carried out the ring, brother. Get carried out the ring. You know, it's not all give knocking people unconscious and then your eye goes and then you want to get out. Your eye goes and then you want to get out.
Get carried out the ring, brother. Get carried out the ring, brother. Why didn't you get carried out the ring then, brother? Huh? See, the world works in mysterious ways, and, you know, this seems like a very good bout of karma that Billy Joe Saunders has experienced. You know, I wouldn't wish ill on anyone, but the way he spoke about Daniel Dubois was just embarrassing, in my opinion, because that's a fellow professional, Daniel Dubois. You know, he's gone out there, risked his life against Joe Joyce. He's got his face jabbed up, you know, probably hundreds of times in that fight, and his eyes swelled up and it's closed, and you can't see the jab coming. So he's took a knee and he's quit. And for you to sit there in your ivory tower, basically, and criticize him, claiming that, you know, essentially Billy Joe Saunders was claiming that if he was in that situation, he'd get carried out the ring. Well, we've seen you in that situation now, and you didn't get carried out the ring. So, you know, I think Daniel Dubois is due an apology for all the criticism he faced. You know, a lot of it was unjust, in my opinion. You know, he's a young kid, really, 24 years old or whatever. He's very inexperienced. I mean, that's partly his fault because he hasn't took any competitive fights before the Joe Joyce fight. But, you know, still, I don't think the criticism was justified. And to be honest, the criticism from the tabloids or from fans, you know, is kind of like, who really cares? But from other fighters, you know, Billy Joe Saunders, you should be supporting people like Daniel Dubois in their hour of need. You know what I mean? When they're getting criticised left, right and centre from the newspapers and the fans, you know, you would or possibly know how that feels. Especially in all the trouble you've been in recently. You know, so I just find it incredibly ironic that this has happened to Billy Joe Saunders, although I will reiterate again, you know, I don't wish ill will on people, but karma, I think this proves karma is real. And you know, the bigger question I think Billy Joe Saunders will be asking himself, because obviously he's more concerned about himself than anyone else, is his career over? Because an injury like that is probably going to take a year or so to recover. And we all know Billy Joe Saunders doesn't live the life all year round. So he's going to be out of the ring for a year. He doesn't live the life all year round anyway. Not like the likes of, let's say, Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao, etc. Those guys live the life in and out of the ring, right? In and out of training camp. Whereas Billy Joe Saunders ain't like that. And he's 32. So by the time he gets back in the ring, he'll be 33. He's earned a lot of money in his career. Will he really want to carry on? I suspect not. But maybe I'm wrong. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And moving on to Canelo, after that brilliant performance, another one, again, that's his second fight of the year, and it's only May. I mean, what other top elite fighter do you see fighting this regularly? And okay, you could say he fought Avni Yildirim in February, just kind of, you know, it's kind of an easy touch. But don't Canelo deserve them easy touches? You know, I'd prefer him to fight 1 or 2 easy touches if he fights 3 to 4 times a year, rather than just fighting 2 times a year, and you know, maybe one is going to be an easy touch and one is going to be a decent fight. But you know, it begs the question, is Canelo already a Hall of Famer, an all-time great, that kind of level of fighter? I think he is. I mean, you look at the achievements. He's won 4 world championships in different weight classes, from super welterweight through to middleweight to super middleweight and light heavyweight. I mean, the guy is he's doing things that people haven't done before. And I know people are going to say, "Oh, Roy Jones Jr. started his career, I believe, junior welterweight." But I don't believe Roy Jones Jr. won a world title at super welterweight or whatever. Before, yeah, he won his first title was a middleweight title. So, you know, I mean, imagine if Canelo went up to heavyweight. I've seen a lot of people saying that. I don't think that would ever happen. But you look at the names on the resume of Canelo. You got Danny Jacobs, Gennady Golovkin, Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith, Sergey Kovalev. You know, I probably missed about 3 or 4 top names in there as well. The guy is a different breed to a lot of these other fighters. I think we're seeing a very special fighter here. And I'm just happy that, you know, I'm in a generation to see Canelo and his career flourish. And I mean, you got to think next up is Caleb Plant for the IBF belt. Undisputed super middleweight championship. Who do you guys think wins that fight? I mean, to be honest at this point, I don't think you can bet against Canelo Alvarez. But, you know, I want to see what you guys think in the comments below. I'm sure some people think Caleb Plant is the guy to beat Canelo. We'll have to wait and see. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And remember to turn on post notifications to stay notified whenever I upload a new video.